I got called up to protect our existence. It's all crashing down and we are the resistance. My spaceship is a tank, also a gun. Never thought smashing rocks would be so much fun. Intelligent shows where they're gonna fall. So we race to the scene when we get the call. We arrive and the skies open up with fire. No time to sit back, no time to admire. Auto fire engaged, I go left and right. Between the meteors and me, I'm gonna win this fight. I had to dodge and go into hyperspace. My dread's torn up all over the place. Time for repairs, my friends are taking over. Put up the shield and call out the rover. We are the planet's last hope, we won't flee. These rocks won't stop, but either will we. Burning it, smash them all down.
Oh, sorry, I was doing nothing. I was wanted to light up the box because I love it so much.
Give it some better
light. What is happening, everyone? Oh, this is a Motocross Monday, if it ever was one.
I might
wow, we got a lot of people here. Let me start here from the top. My goodness. Oh, it's probably because I'm always late. Happy Monday from silly club member PJ Smith. If you haven't joined, hit join below. PJ Smith he says home run derby after this. Luke's Awakening says, because we have a poll going, come on, do the locomotion with me. He wants locomotion. Luke's Awakening, good to see you. Junebug in the house. Sneed, what is happening, dude? Good to see you. Flyleaf in the house, good to see you as well. I love the ocean creatures. GoGameGo says, don't vote for stadium mud buggies.
Don't look at the poll then.
I wonder if I did. Dude, I just tore down my whole, one whole part of my fencing panel and cut it up into pieces, and now I'm staining and redoing the frame, and I get to put up fencing panels tomorrow early morning. So, yeah, everybody thinks I'm pooping. Or I'm just pooping.
Well, everybody got to poop.
Yeah, everybody poops. If you've ever seen the book, it's a great read. You can read it while you're pooping.
They actually had one of those jingles, little things on Sesame Street too, but they pulled it for some reason. I don't know. Everybody sleeps, everybody eats, everybody poops.
Everybody poops.
2 to 3. I don't know what it was.
Kurt Bradshaw, how are you today? Good to see you. Very good. It wouldn't be a chat without Kurt Bradshaw. 68 Camaro. So sorry for Jeff. We got to vote in a good game for him.
Yes, please.
Oh boy!
Are you doing the lyrics to the Gamers Guild song? Gamers United Guild into a guild now. Gamers United Guild the guild now.
Getting ready for next week.
It's a strange one. Yeah. Oh man, you actually got the box. Wow. Okay, PJ says, okay, I'll say I liked Motocross. It was good for what it was, and I would have played the hell out of it as a kid. Two layer blows, though. Indy Racing Nut. Man, good to see you. I hope you're doing sup, you heathens. We are here.
And hope your operation went well last week.
Yeah, he was operating. Obsidian, good to see you. Very good to see you. I think I got down to the bottom. Hello. Kurt says saw Stewart's band. He's great. Awesome music. Oh, really? That's awesome. If I ever make it down there, I definitely got to go to a show. That is for sure. Roger Matthews in the house. Good to see you. You have a full house for this Motocross. Full house for a game. To be honest, I'll get a TJ. What's happening? Hey. I gotta say this for Motocross. I don't even know. Is this sort of a rare one now? Or I got this a while ago, so I'm not sure.
Not that bad.
Is it kind of like World Cup tennis, kind of rare? It's just like you're there.
I would say that's close.
Yeah.
Not even that rare.
Yeah, probably.
No, those next
25, 35.
35 maybe if it's mint, $40 max or something like that. I think I paid like $30 when I got mine a while ago. Might have been even less. I got a decent one. It's I don't think there's really much wear other than like the flap corners, but it's pretty decent. So I never had this growing up, and I thought I had dabbled it when I got the LTO. I was like, oh, I could play with anything now, and I remember turning on motocross once a while back, and I was like, oh man, this is impossible. Who would make this? This is the worst ever, and just turned it off. And so I learned, that they had directional, which made no sense because it was like, I wish it just said like real steering, like it would do for like auto racing. So I guess left and right to me was real steering, to where it was always right, always left. And that's but it controls nothing like auto racing. And I feel like it was, if you could master this, if you spent the time to do it. So I want to give it that. If I grew up with this, and as a child, I think I might have said this in my video, as a child, if I had motocross, and when we all had games as a kid, you got the game, you weren't like, that's not good, next. It was like, no, you had this game now.
You played it.
You couldn't take it back or give it back. You had to learn the game and have fun with the games you had. And I probably would have learned this and became like a master at it because I would have had the time. But now, no, I don't care to master this or care that much about it. But for the time, it's pre-Nintendo, pre-Excite Bike. They tried doing kind of like a sort of 3D kind of look. They wanted that Excite Bike look. So with that not even existing yet, this is an amazing game. I think the controls, once you learn them, you learn to accelerate, decelerate. Sometimes you could try the brake. I feel like it barely works if you're accelerated. It's like it doesn't really stop you. But if you learn how to tap the accelerator at the same time, you almost got to look a screen ahead. You see there's a turn coming up within the next screen. You got to already be thinking of pressing that disc while tapping the accelerator or it's a lot of just like basically walkie-talkie holding on the Intellivision controller. You're doing a lot of this and a lot of this, and if you do it right, I mean, I think in the first lap of my video, I was like pretty darn good getting it. I was sliding in almost on some of those turns and going, but as soon as you get out of that mojo or that what do we call that? When you get out of the zone, you're done. Like you touch a blade of grass, you touch anything but that sand racing track, it's a wipeout. It's an absolute wipeout. But I babbled long enough. Jeff, I know you've been wanting to talk about this as one of your favorite games of all time. So what did you think of Motocross?
I hated every second of it, Chuck. It was a rough one for me. I'm just the top-down racers where you go up and around and down, and your brain can't figure out which way to push anymore. It's like, ugh. And then I had one spot where I just kept crashing. I crashed in the grass. It started me up and put me right back in the grass, and I crashed like 2 more times in a row. I'm like, oh, come on. I was glad when it was over, though.
You were glad when it was over. He's like, that was my favorite part.
I'm thinking of buying as many copies as possible so no one else has to play.
It's just I always thought of that with the games that we all hate, just buying a bunch of copies and destroying them. People just be so mad about that. Kurt says he bought it. His Motocross in 1984, played it a lot. He loved making his own choruses. That was something I did on a stream. I just did one like a oval or square. That is fun. I haven't got into actually building a really crazy course with a bunch of jumps and stuff. But that is something I guess that was pretty awesome back that the Intellivision could handle. Like chip shot, you can make your own golf course. This, you could do your own racing course. I kind of dig that. But Pete, what did you think about the greatest game in the world, like Jeff just said, Motocross?
It was all right. It's a lot like auto racing, but it's different at the same time. I found the directional was easier to control than the left-right. It's vice versa in the auto racing. But I think the isometric point of view is a little bit more advanced. Not advanced, but it's a little bit more prominent in motocross because auto races is almost more top-down than isometric. I don't know. It's one that I'd never played before, and I probably may never play again. So,
Big Block says, "I love when you guys crap all over my child."
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm an racing guy, so like I think it's all matters what you grow up with. I like I said, it's a fantastic game. I'm just
type of game. They're pretty easy. You can master it quite easily. But you have to put the time in, and that's not what
you'd have to put it like a child would. You'd have to play 3-4 hours minimum a day for like a good week or so to get the controls down, and then after that, a couple more weeks, and then you're trying to break records and getting better times and better times.
That guy,
but yeah. Speaking of someone that would do that, Casey, the Intellivision Gamer, what did you think of your run?
Guys, he was playing the game before we signed off last week.
I bet he was.
He was. We were afterwards of the show. We're sitting here talking after the post show. Casey's already training.
I think I got about 10 games in. That was my first time. I didn't have this as a kid. I had no clue what I was doing. You can see in my video, the first play, I was crashing everywhere. But once you learn the controls, it's not that bad. And then I got to a point when I'm trying to push it to get even a better time. I'm like, man, then I started wrecking again. It was like I would all of a sudden just turn the complete opposite way.
Yeah, you almost like your brain goes, oh yeah, and then you're already off the.
What did you like to use best?
I like directional. I thought I was gonna like left and right because it's similar to RC cars, and I do that quite well. But I tried them both, and I wreck a lot in left and right. It doesn't feel like it reacts right to me.
I am going to stream this a little bit
left,
more.
Right, and thought, okay, this is a lot harder than I expected it to be.
Yeah, I did the
I
same.
turned it off, and it was like midnight, and I said I should do this sometime. I turned it on, just try it once in directional, and directional was so much easier.
Yep, and this one's a fun one to collect for as well because there are a lot of different variants on just about everything. Even the ROM has 2 variants.
Does it? Huh. I'll have to check that out. I'll have to check out the different steerings because I kind of want to stream it here and there. And if I ever get good at it, I don't know. Like I don't know what I'll do. I'll just be like, oh, okay, there. I don't think there's really people that are like, scratching to try to do another challenge of this. But I don't. Yeah, like I said, if I spent more time, which I don't have, but because I don't want to hate on it, but I do. I don't like it, but I didn't grow up with it. And I know people feel the same way about auto racing, which I absolutely love. I think it's a perfect control on auto racing, and the steering is great. And a lot of people are like, "You're out of your mind! I can't even get past the half of it."
It's harder for you to forgive its little negative points, like all of a sudden you'll just go out. You touch the grass. There's nothing there, but you crash because you touch the grass, right?
Yeah, like you couldn't even cut across
those things when that's what you've done your whole life, right? Or played it.
Heck, even in real life, if you went over with a bike on the grass, like you can't even an edge cut, it's not going to make you wipe out. So right. Stuff like that would have been. So if anyone ever does any hacks or some more ROMs come up with hacks, I think that would be something to do to maybe be forgiving within like a few inches of the grass. Indy says he's got to go cut now. Surgery in 10 minutes. Need to consult the patient. Have a great. Thanks for stopping in, Indy. I'm hoping we could. And God bless the patient. Hope everything goes well. Luke's Awakening. Thanks for the $5 chat. Super chat. Go vote for Jeff for YouTuber. Yes. GoGameGo. And we'll mention this towards the end as well. But you were in YouTuber of the Month, Jeff. How did that? What's that all about? Let's kind of talk.
It's been going on for years. And I got an email from Mike's Gaming Gala who put me up for nomination. What they do is they pick 5 YouTube channels. You have to be under 1,000 subs, so it's for small channels. And they just put you up, and then and then if you win, you become YouTuber of the Month. And then at the end, they take all 12 winners, I guess, put them together, and then whoever wins is YouTuber of the Year. And then that person has to host next year's 12 months of voting.
All right.
So basically, Ballistic Coffee Boy was going to nominate me. He didn't win last month, so he sent my name along with everyone else to Mike's Gaming Gala, and Mike ended up nominating me. So yeah, so go vote.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you can be nominated once a year until you hit that threshold, I guess, of 1,000.
That is awesome. I just cracked this. I love when people leave like a half case of beer in my fridge. So 4th of July, Kona Big Wave Liquid Aloha from, it's got to be, Kona Brewing Company, Fairfield, California. Well, let's not hold that against him, right? Whoops, what? I don't know. I'm gonna try this. This better not have pineapple in it. It's like a light citrus IPA, not too bad. But anyways, Roger says sounds more like a sentence than a prize.
It's a lot of work if you win the YouTuber of the year.
Yeah, right.
I like the fact you said if you win YouTuber of the year, you have to run the videos for the next year. Didn't say gets to run the videos for the next year.
You have to. You have a link for the voting, Jeff?
Yeah, I'll grab a link.
Yeah,
can I
we'll
post
pop
a
it
link in here? Can you post links?
Probably can.
Yeah, you should be able to.
As a mod, you can, yeah.
Yeah, you're modded, so you should be able to.
All right, let me look for it. It's at the real
Luke's Wake, and he says, "I don't think I'd want a YouTuber of the year."
It's basically just you comment who you're voting for in the comment section of the video from Retro Bit Wars for the month.
Yeah. At the
He's
link.
gonna send you a link to that. You just go to that video and in the comments say, "I vote for GoGameGo."
All right, here you go. So this is a link to the video, and like Pete said, you just literally go into the comments and say, "I want to vote for GoGameGo."
Oh, wow. Kurt says, wants to thank Casey for Sears hockey game. You were awesome. Thanks so much. Down to my last game, Sears Checkers. Yeah, I'm down to 4 now. I got from Casey, I got basketball, which I really needed. And I lucked out finding backgammon and roulette in the wild, like literally within 2 days of each other, like for $12. But Checkers is going to be a hard one. Oh, yeah, here we go. For anybody watching a replay, there it is up on the screen. Pause, copy, paste.
Voting is open until midnight, July 31st.
There you go. Anyways, speaking of Kona Big Wave, let me pop on my motocross challenge here, because I feel like I didn't do that well, but I don't think I included my streaming one too, because I think I did slightly better on my stream. So at the very end, I popped on that score, but it's not much different.
Doesn't change anything.
I don't think it's going to change anything by a long shot. I think this is me. Yep. Go. 3 laps. 1 player. Now, did you guys go reverse? I didn't. Not my favorite.
No, I didn't.
No reverse. We all went the same way.
Really hard to see this first run. Like I and I wish it had a little more. I wish it was a little more faster, but also forgiving with the brakes. But even on the straightaways, I felt like it was slow motion motocross.
If you carried speed through the turns, you would be going faster down the straight.
I understand the controls. It's just. I think I give a nice. Trying to keep off the grass. Keep off my grass. I love the giant flowers, but they're supposed to be people, apparently. I call them. I thought they were just giant blue flowers next to lilacs and a bunch of corn cobs just scattered about.
After watching all of our videos, there's some people at the hospital.
Oh, absolutely. Crashing into them. Look at that. Just swooshed that by. Like, I'm like, man, I'm going to get a good time. Like, this whole lap, I'm like, I am doing good. And then it just starts falling apart. It's like right after these big jumps.
Luke said they're Smurfs.
Hasselhoff, what's happening, man? DB's Hasselhoff in the house. Most importantly, a Silly Club member, too. Wow. Yeah, they're Smurfs. La 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 la. Oh, did I already wipe out? I don't think I have yet.
I'm trying to do best time, and it's not really helping. Oh,
see right there, I should have been able to pull out of it. You know, just because I touched the grass, it's like they had to wipe me out and reset me. And I think if you go fast enough, you should be able to cut through that little clearing there. As long as you don't hit people, like that would be another thing.
But once again, this is a 1982 game. This is very innovative for its time.
Roger voted.
And if you learn to hit that brake and make those turns predetermined,
people in hay bales,
happen, like,
probably,
then you're good.
probably correct.
Then it's not that hard to do.
Yeah, those could be hay bales, couldn't they?
Yeah,
I think so.
You know, I'm sure over time,
makes sense.
Do I want to put that much time and effort into it? Not really. You know, I might still. Like, I don't know where we're at.
Yeah, this is where you start wiping out at every turn.
I know a lot of people were struggling for this challenge, and it's unless you grew up with it, I just don't see it being. See, I'm at 100. I'm over 100. I'm at 107.
So I think right there you should be around like 60 or something, you know.
That would be a really good lap.
See, if you try to pick up the speed, but like I said, if you touch anything, you're gone.
It's all those side buttons. It's really all on the side. Obviously, the directional, like to tap it when you need to, but you need to know when to accelerate and let it decelerate, and you'll get those turns.
You don't slow down much, do you? If you just like
no, I don't think that the brake really. I think it's all just
brake.
tapping and releasing the accelerator.
I have not mastered these controls. You know, I understand them, and
no, you're right. Building the track is novel. Like, and I'm gonna do more streams. When I do my lunchtime streams, I'm gonna do the. I'm gonna start building some crazy tracks and trying it. Maybe have the chat help me out and say, you know, where to put a jump, what to do. I think it'd be great.
Then, like, you get these jumps, which are great.
I think it's a great. Hasselhoff, I think it's a great game. I guess I didn't have, you know, to jump in it and never own it. It's a struggle. But if I had the time and effort, which I think I will, like I said, I still want to stream it. It's intrigued me enough that I want to stream it to get a little bit better at it, and I want to build some tracks. But as far as like, it's not my favorite right now. Metal Torso says, "When you play, what's up, Metal? Good to see you, dude. When you play Jeff's video, you need to turn the audio up because it's the best part." Okay, for sure. We will, for sure.
That's why they're going to vote for mud buggies.
I had this growing up. I literally was a kid. I would sit down and play this.
Oh, I got to let me check the
and then I'd be really good. So,
yeah.
With that being said,
Papa Pete's been a Silly Club member. Why does that show up on mine for 7 months? Just showed up. He's got the flamingo badge.
Flamingo.
It doesn't show up on the StreamYard though.
It doesn't. That doesn't never shows up on StreamYard.
It doesn't show when it's renewed to show. It'll only show for new people that have brand new clicked on or for super chat.
Yeah.
So on our game challenge, as we're watching my run fall apart here, we have Locomotion, Blockade Runner, Stadium Mud Buggies, and Hover Force. And I tell you what, Stadium Mud Buggies at a staggering 52%. Locomotion and Hover Force at 22. Blockade Runner barely even on the board.
It's terrible to control. It's like I can't even slightly.
Your Backbit Pro arrived Saturday. I still have to set it up for my NT Grab SD cards today. What is it? What's a Backbit Pro? Why does that sound familiar?
It's like the LTO Flash, but like a little bit different. They just became available again, and I haven't grabbed one, but I meant to.
Know what happened there? I turned the
so it's basically an LTO just by a different
similar.
Company.
You can buy the base unit, I believe, and then you can get different adapters, and it'll work for a lot of different games.
Even worse, I'm at like 231. Seeing it don't stop, it just wipes out instead.
For a lot of different consoles.
Oh, I loved hockey. I had hockey growing up. Do I think it's perfect? No, I think it's super slow motion and frustrating, but I love the sounds and the nostalgia bug kicks in. I loved hockey. I used to play it all the time growing up. What the heck? Yeah, going from Excite Bike to motocross is tough. This is where just my time just fell apart.
I can master this game. Do I think it's worth it? No, I don't think it's worth it to sit down and master a game I have zero nostalgia for or care about. But it could be done. And with that being said, then it would be fun.
I'm just babbling about how I can master it.
So that's how I got.
But I don't know. You never know. I might. Like I said, I'm still intrigued to do more on streams. I'm just not.
So at least I figured out
jumping onto it like within a week. It's okay.
Very frustrating. Very frustrating.
Backer Pro's multi-card, different adapters. I have the adapters. Apple II Aquarium. Oh, okay. So it goes for other systems. Okay, I get you.
This is my final lap, so. I don't. I've done so much better during the stream. Yeah, we'll see. I don't once again. I'm just going straight, so I don't understand why it's going off the track.
What's going on, Lance?
Fastback in the house. The jaw dropper. What's happening, Fastback? Original Next Level Gaming. And a Silly Club member.
Awesome.
And of course, we got Lance Jennings. I have a chat without Lance Jennings.
Whereas like a game like auto racing is like pure awesome racing bliss. So I know it can be done. Maybe
I think right after this, I just went and played like a couple tracks of auto racing just to get the motocross taste out of my mouth.
I'd say cleanse your palate.
Yeah, cleanse my palate.
Auto racing.
I might have to fast forward here on this. Oh, I already pulled it. What? Didn't mean to do that. Clicked on the wrong button.
Like that. Once again, not a programmer. Don't know how easy that is. But I think that would have made a better racing game.
There it is. There we go. Yeah, it was close enough. So I think I ended up doing 358.
58. I think I did better in my stream. Wow.
Which I do show here.
349.
Oh, of course. But you want to get those Dots pretzels because those are really good, guys. Remember, Dots pretzels.
It's time to hit refresh. Be buttoned up to feel your best and look it by using
and to look good with Just for Men. Remember to get those products. And then 349 on the stream, which isn't much better. It's like a couple points less. So that's pretty much my run on that. Let's see. Who should we go to next? Oh, we got to go to Jeff's. All right, so we're gonna have to put the volume up a little bit here on this.
Come on. Let's go. Come on.
Oh my God! Why can't I see it? Hold on.
That's fine.
No. Hold on. I thought I had it up there. I don't know what happened.
That was one of the most painful days I've ever had to make. So hopefully this isn't as bad. Although I look at this map and I'm thinking, I can't believe I have to do this thing 3 times.
Nice.
This is the longest map I've ever seen in a racing game. 1 player.
I'm just glad he didn't say 5.
Oh, yeah. Originally it was 5. Oh my gosh, I'd still be playing. And no reverse.
I think when I said 3, I was thinking about auto racing
here we go.
and lap track 1 and blah blah blah. Right?
Salvador says Iceland volcano has begun erupting. Fascinating.
Oh,
no kidding.
Well, that was like, when was that? About 13 years ago or so when it erupted? Oh my God, look at this.
Dots are tasty.
I do it.
I don't know if it has another collected. If it has a collected map.
That wasn't painful at all.
No big map.
Not that you can get to anyway.
No. Oh my gosh.
I hope he yells, "You bastard!"
The best part is when I start listing. Here we go. A number of games that I'd rather be playing.
Doing pretty good though.
You know, I had a score of 370. And
right on the edge, and then it backed you up.
Here I go. Hit it again.
It put you right in front of the grass again.
And again. I had a score of 370, but the video, the game volume is so loud. I had to redo it, and then I did much worse.
That
couldn't
is
just lower the volume?
Thick grass that could take you out 4 times in a row like that.
I mean, that's got or there's something like reaching out and tripping you in the grass.
Yeah.
There's a kid with a stick putting it in your spokes every time you come near the grass.
Sometimes like you make a turn and you seem like you're doing really well, and something must reach out and grab you. I said,
right. Zombies in the grass. Probably those blue zombies.
There you go.
Oh yeah, flying now. Look at me go.
Look at this air.
Look at that.
I did one where I came down too hard and it smashed my bike.
But
not right there though, right?
I know
that was
first, but
the next turn coming up.
I think if you land on right at the corner of the hill, excitement in this bike game to crash.
Yeah,
I don't think you can reach it. I went through there at full speed one time and I couldn't do it.
Yeah. I don't know if it's an illusion or what, but when you're going up, sometimes it looks like you're going into the grass and the bike like adjusted on its own. I didn't even touch it and it was moving.
Oh, like when you're going when it has like the zigzag like patches when there's like a bunch of jumps. Yeah, it does. It kind of recenters itself after each jump.
All better games. I'm not even through one. What do you call it? Through one lap yet.
What would you guys change for a hacked version of this game?
In the same spot where I have no choice.
For a hacked version of this, I mean, I do like if it's just the ROM, I do $10 to $15 if it was.
No, I'm saying like what changes would you want? That's what Lance asked.
Oh.
I said tighter controls.
I'd say the controls more like the auto racing engine. I think I even mentioned that before.
Yeah,
I also
faster.
think faster, but it has to have like the.
Man, I gotta be getting close. I think this
the hit detection needs to come off the grass at least within an inch or so.
After the second
and I think you should also be able to pass through, like right where he's at right there, like that little green edge. If I rode over that off the course a little bit. Basically, yeah, like all around there, that just touching the grass shouldn't make you fall. I'm not saying you should be able to drive all over the grass and be, but like if there's a clearing, you should be able to,
nice.
you should be able to like cut through a tiny, at least within an inch of the road. I think that's the main thing.
Every
Is
other
that your second lap, Jeff?
Slows down, right?
Wow. What's that?
Is that your second lap?
I think it was the first one, wasn't it? Okay. It had to be the first one. Here's one strategy: just plow into the flowers. Start over. I'm pretty good at that one.
I love how we all call them flowers. That's they're just tall blue, yellow, and purple flowers.
Big Block wants me to be a play tester for the
turn back in
Super Pro Motocross
controller.
Nice. Ponds or mud puddles are crashing. That would be cool. If you flew into the crowd with your bike, if you ran into people and it made the thump sound from hockey, like thump 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 thump, and then people scattered up into and landed there, and then like little red pixels started appearing.
I wish they showed the time the whole time.
And then you get back on the road, and for a little bit you have little red pixels behind you, like from your tire tracks.
Right turn coming up. What if you had random chickens running across the road?
Hey, that would be cool. As long as
that's
they get
not racing.
Oh, this wasn't racing either, to be honest. I I looked at
Yeah,
more.
here's where it kind
driving.
of goes back and forth. Oh wait, no, that might be a different part.
Oh, look how good everything's going right now.
Boom.
But like that right there, he should have been able to
So
pull
close.
over. Just that edge of green should not have the hit detection right there on the green. Like you should be able to run over little edges of grass here and there,
Correct.
because that would make you be able to. Well, that's that
I
you're
crashed
just
in the exact same spot on the first lap. I mean, the exact same spot.
Yeah, there you go. Lance has it. If you flew into the crowd, the thump sound, but with a negative AstroSmash type scoring, so you takes your score down if you
I'll
smash
say
it.
this isn't as bad as motocross as auto racing. I'm sorry.
And Jeff thinks this isn't as bad as auto racing.
Yes, I like this slightly better.
Oh man!
Oh, I was able to finish this one. I never finished auto racing. I just turned it off.
Well, you have the wrong the cartridge you had at the time. It was a cartridge, and it was the wrong steering.
Yeah,
You got to play your LTL with the real steering, and it'll be like this.
I think I was using a cartridge for that one. Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, I think you had what was called like the. It was not the right steering.
Intellivision racing games to do for AstroSmash game of the week.
What's funny is when you guys did auto racing, I was really good at that as a kid, like really good. I can't even play it now. I've never went back to it, but when you guys did that episode, I tried it, both steering, and I couldn't do it.
I love the Ford versus Ferrari, which is super fast. I think I've gotten almost at 31 seconds for my. I'm sorry.
Some smooth
my
turns.
average is about 34, 35 seconds for one lap on the first track. Using the faster car. No, I'm sorry, using the red car. The faster car, I think I can get down to 32 seconds. But I want to try to get to 29, which is insane. I'm going to have to fly. I'm sure it's possible. But that's with no crashes, just as fast as you can flying around track one.
I made that turn.
I haven't played that one.
Yeah, it's an increased speed version of auto racing. That's really all it is. But you could also set your lap in your courses.
I don't even know if I. Is it Super Pro Auto Racing or is it called?
Come on, a break.
It's called Ford versus Ferrari.
I thought I put it on here, but maybe I didn't.
It is Super Pro Auto Racing.
Break. I was pressing break.
Oh, is it called Super Pro Ford versus Ferrari?
Yeah, exactly, Chuck. It is.
Okay.
They're the same thing.
Super Pro
Ford versus
Auto
Ferrari.
Racing.
I actually
Ford versus
recorded this
Ferrari.
earlier, and I got a much better score.
I don't have it on my Ultimate Flashback yet, but I do have it.
The sound.
Lance says it looks like grass kills you in motocross, like the grass kills the Smurf in that MTV homebrew.
Yeah, that's right.
So I'm having to redo
But
it.
just the tall blades of grass, Lance.
Oh, finished your M Network collection? Found the He-Man? Oh, with the comic book?
I like to hear
that is awesome, man.
About people who like motocross.
Yeah, congrats, Kurt. That is awesome. Different track conditions will be awesome, like a muddy track, kind of like horse racing. Yeah.
Especially like in the center if you didn't clear a jump.
Turn.
PJ says he wants the Super Pro versions of every 125 game that doesn't already have one. I kind of agree.
Super Pro Reversey.
They have a Super Pro backgammon, so why not?
All right, he just crashes. Of course, then he goes haywire. Oh my god! Oh,
excuse me.
I feel sorry for the kids who got motocross and auto racing for Christmas.
I like that line.
I would watch that, TJ.
A response video for GoGameGo adding swear words in all the right spots. Lance says Super Pro Math Fun.
Turn.
Super Pro Chess.
Yep, still on the grass.
Super Pro Donkey Kong. How about a Super Pro Frog Bug? You hit a button, the frog explodes.
Oh.
But how many bugs
break,
does it
break,
take out? That's the question.
Well, I can't wait till we get back to the good games on Astro Smash Challenge of the Week. It'll be awesome.
We're going to get Stadium Mud Buggies.
Oh, but yeah, let's see. Let me check. Oh man, and it's
Video
still Stadium Mud Buggies is still in the lead.
Mystery Science Theater
52%
right now.
This
Oh,
this one has like 4 steering.
That one has like basically you use the disc like a steering wheel. You spin the disc, the truck will spin in place.
Go,
like it's literally like it's connected to the disc and it's a demo for the disc. That's how terrible the steering is.
I'm doing it right now.
Are you?
Yes.
You could just run your finger around the disc and the truck will just spin.
On television. I honestly can't take it. Holy smokes, that was bad.
I can't wait to watch Jeff play that.
116 hours of Stadium Mud Buggies under his belt by this time next week.
Right, aggravated by what I was playing, but
No, I wish I had that kind of time.
I admire your dedication, I'll say that. If not, your sanity.
I don't play that many. I can say Jeff's going to love this one.
Which one?
All right.
Mud Buggies.
Oh.
Where am I? Oh, helps if I'm on this screen.
Oh my gosh, it's still at 50%.
Super Pro Carnival and Sharp Shot. That's perfect, Lance.
Where is it? This one? Yes. All right. This is Intellivision Gamer here.
Look at that shirt. Motocross.
Whoa! I didn't even... Hey, he's wearing the jaw dropper shirt. I haven't watched anybody's videos.
DJC said we're doing 3 laps. Jeff tried to do 1, but sorry, Jeff, you're gonna have to endure this for 3 long laps, buddy.
Super Pro snafu.
A low time high score challenge.
Well, I just downloaded a ROM for Super Pro Hockey, which speeds up the game and does the penalties and correct and everything. So I can't wait to try playing that. I'm doing a lot. We're doing live sports tomorrow late night after Pete's stream. We're about 9:45. More on that at the end of this video. Look at Casey show off. Oh, well, never mind.
Yeah. Come on, I'm pushing a direction, and I've been playing this a few games, and it's weird. Like I can get it to do whatever I want, and then all of a sudden I can't get it to do anything. I want to blame the controller. Damn it.
I know, right? You always was like, oh, what does that do? But then,
well, I mean, I would have some good laps, and then all of a sudden I would turn the way I always have been turning, and it goes the opposite way.
Yeah, I felt the same way about it.
I think if you turn a little bit too far before you incremental turn, it just goes the opposite way.
Yeah. Well, that's the bad thing about the reverse. So thank God we didn't have reverses on, because you'd be like you'd think you're driving forward and you're actually driving in reverse. Which that's the problem with Stadium Mud Buggies, because I was kind of messing with it. I can't tell which direction the truck's facing half the time. I'm like, have I been running in reverse the whole time? Is that why it's not fast? The truck just spins like a friggin' dreidel. It just spins round and round and round, and I can never tell which way it's facing.
That wreck I did right back there, that's the only time in all the games I played that I wrecked in that spot, and it's on this.
Oh. I must say, for the time, for 1982, you're going to wreck. Oh, it lets you get
right here. I will.
And then right there.
Another 360.
For 1982, this game, the animations and the look of it are cool.
I would say this is a great game for the time.
You got to remember, there's no Nintendo. There's no other 3D style games at all, I don't think, on a home console.
There was no other competition for this game, so
yeah.
I'm kind of thinking DJC might be good at this one too. He's pretty good at auto racing.
No, auto racing, I can I have mastered auto racing.
And this is
this not so much.
Played this.
Oh, not bad. You're coming around. I think you're going to be at like 90. Yep. That's a great first lap.
93. I believe that is
a fantastic lap would be about 65.
I think this lap's my best. And then it falls to crap. Come on, turn. Almost stopped.
Now, Mud Buggies was an INTV. That was one of their final ones. It was supposed to be a Nintendo game, which I think we were talking about that on one of the streams I did about how they actually did release it as an NES game, and it's called something something Monster Truck Rally or something.
Yeah, I have that somewhere.
But I have to look at that and actually see how it turned out, if it's anything near what they put out. I definitely got to get my NTV modded to HDMI. This looks so beautiful. I mean, mine's not bad. It's fantastic. But I'm saying, like, I don't know, just something about that HDMI makes it so nice and crisp.
Hey, that wasn't bad. I didn't wreck, and I didn't almost stop. Now, don't wreck here. I probably went a little too slow, but I don't want to ruin it. Oh, come on. I guess that wasn't horrible. Oh, stop. There we go.
You're doing pretty good, man.
I had a few really good laps, but then the other ones were way bad. Don't stop. I've played this 3 times after the challenge because I have a goal. 180 turns, they are killer. There's a lot of them.
Here it says, I like some of the Blue Sky Ranger games that were on the television list to be released. Space Cadet and Hard Hat. I liked Hard Hat.
Hey,
King of the Mountain I never really got into, and I don't think I own. No, I don't.
Off a good lap here.
Space Cadet was cool. Isn't that the one where you're trying to knock out each planet, the fire planet or the ice planet? I think that's that one, or unless I'm thinking of a different one.
Nervous and anxious, and my nose.
Joey Vibes is back, dude.
Vibes, where's he been?
What is happening? Well, I think he relocated, so he was doing. If I'm not mistaken.
There you go. He's doing a move.
Very, very, very good to see you, man. Welcome back. Yeah, we're doing motocross. If you missed it, Jeff is not a fan of this game, which was the most hilarious video. And then here's Casey just rocking it out right now.
Look at that, 360. I like.
Oh.
There's no way I could have kept the bike going. Oh my!
He's in the sunshine state now.
Oh, right on.
I guess when it rains, it pours. I don't think I've ever done that in any of the games I've played, and now I have a really good run going, and I do some weird.
That's how it happens.
That was the frustration coming out.
See, right here is this to know how to come out of that jump and into that sharp turn.
Finish it and see what happens.
I mean, they're basically all U-turns. There's that crash again. We all done that.
All together.
And then right here, so you're already turning. Now you're also decelerating. Oh
my
well.
gosh. I was doing so many wrecks in places I never really wrecked on this lap.
Oh, right there. Like I said, you got to Tokyo drift it, man. Like
really good second lap. Can't even. It's like my first run on the 3rd lap.
Okay, so do you get anything from your RC driving? Does that help you with this, Casey?
I like to think so, but I thought left and right was going to do well for me, but it didn't. But the whole braking and accelerating and knowing about the apex of the turns, it did help.
Sure.
But I couldn't get a lot of consistency either.
Yeah.
But I did get this.
Go and do that.
Huh?
How many times a year do you go and do that? Because, I mean, you're standing stationary overlooking the track, right? And you're driving, so you're reacting. Always keeping your point of view as to where your car is headed. And these are complicated tracks, are they not?
Yeah, and you're fine when you're going away from you. A lot of people have difficult when you're coming back towards you because it's opposite.
272. Well, you not a bad run. I'd say you so far you're the winner at this.
I'm gonna hit under 250 in the next few days.
Oops. Share screen.
I'm not going to be playing it again in the next 2 days.
I may stream it. I want to do some.
We played course number 1, which is a big course. There it is.
I want to play. So here's Pete. I want to play some create your own course stuff on my streams next.
3 laps we agreed to do. On player, and I am going to use the directional steering. Not reverse, and it's going to start right up when I hit the button. So are we ready to go? We are ready to go. Acceleration going. Right before I hit that. Nope. Acceleration again here. I brake around that corner.
Pete's playing it smart. He's making sure he's not flying off the edges.
There you go. Nice. That's pretty good.
Salvatore's rooting for Hoverforce.
This is a straight stretch, so doesn't drift like auto racing.
Hoverforce is come on, Hoverforce. Yeah, I don't. All the list of stuff on there, I guess I wouldn't mind playing it.
Oh, got a little bit too far off. Don't get
Stadium Mud Buggy still in the lead. People want to see us complain.
No, they want to see Jeff play.
That seemed kind of cheap.
Have you guys played Stadium Mud Buggies?
Just now.
I played around with it on a stream the other day. It's tough. Like I said, it's you could spin that disc and the thing would spin like a top. You can't tell what's the front of the truck, what's the back of the truck.
It was very hard.
It's a mess.
Oh boy.
But it's kind of fun. I mean, there's demolition derbies, there's racing, there's a bunch of different things you can do. There's like a tug of war.
There's like 8 or 9 choices.
Yeah, but I mean, the main thing I guess would be to do the course.
The rally or whatever it's called.
Yeah, the rally. Yeah.
Turn down here. Oh, it's way off. Seems to be going that fast. There it is. The middle.
The buggy rally? Is that what you're talking about?
Probably. It's at the bottom.
Yeah. Okay.
Check it out. Over.
Okay.
So it's probably going to be the one that wins. I should probably get it ready.
Jeff's going to get a head start.
You got some gifted memberships going on there, Chuck.
Uh-oh. I can't see. Once again, like StreamYard never shows me. Hasselhoff gifted a DJC Game Studios membership to Salvador. Awesome. And thanks, Big Block, for 8 months. Silly Club got the Flamingo badge. I'm sorry, guys. I missed StreamYard doesn't show me this, and so if I missed anything, please let me know. Here's Johnny. His gifted a Hasselhoff membership by Hasselhoff. Thanks so much, guys. Welcome to the Silly Club. I appreciate that so much. Oh, thanks, guys. I do. I can't like highlight it because it doesn't come up in my StreamYard. But thank you. That's awesome.
Hasselhoff gave away a second one too.
Yeah, he gave one to.
Oh yeah, you said that. I'm sorry, my mistake.
Yeah, no, yeah, he gave it to Salvador and here's Johnny. Which good to see. Here's Johnny. I haven't seen him in a bit. When I say that, I usually see him, or maybe he lurks. Hands are like dry. I need to get some lotion.
Here. Oh, I should have kept going there. This is the one that's very good.
Yeah, like you can see, StreamAir doesn't even support the emojis, but people see them on YouTube, so that's why I have them.
Yeah,
Gotta have the tab things. Yeah, there's Big Black. Membership's got his privileges. Jaw Dropper logo, DJC Love, tab, and the Sears NTV. There it is.
Oh, see, almost like that one. I thought I was safe.
TJ says I never vote, but I decided for mud buggies so we get more swearing in next week. Oh, got the Miko stash, everything. That's awesome. 3DO system too.
That's a good drawing right there.
Damn you and TJ. A lot of people love motocross. Like I said, this was kind of my first real deep dive into this game. I appreciate it what it was for the time, but for me saying it held up well, I have no nostalgia for it. So I thought it was frustrating, but I'm going to be playing it a little bit more on some streams. The Mud Buggies is definitely going to be an interesting one because that looks like that's what we're going to play. So you got
I just
one
remember
player.
there being a spot in mud buggies where you couldn't get over, like you had to be very careful to make sure you got enough inertia to get up over a hill, or you'd spin out and have to back.
Okay,
back
so
down.
they got hill climb, drag race, a bog, a tug of war, a car crusher, donuts, drawbridge, combo course, or the buggy rally.
Buggy rally. It's just like this, but with the car.
All right, I'm trying it right now.
Just like this with the car. Isn't that just auto racing?
Too much.
No.
Well,
You've got mud pits,
you
water
missed me, man.
pits,
Joey.
jumps.
So what difficulty? Because I noticed that it's 5 levels.
Sometimes I find it's not
I'm playing on 1.
acceleration. Come back down, accelerate. Pull your
This is
Yeah,
the
I'll
first
show-
time I've ever played it.
Let me.
with the big straight stretch. See if I can get that.
I am going to fast forward here because we're almost at the hour mark. I want to see Pete's last thing here. But well, we had it all. We were almost there.
There we go.
321, not bad. So Casey takes the victory on this one with his consistency and dedication.
Right on. Okay.
So let me
Commitment.
show a little bit of this. Hold on. Where am I at? Oh, I'll just flip my thing over. That's right.
33 votes. 55% stadium mud buggies. Jeff, they all answered your request.
Oh, man. Back-to-back weeks. When did we do auto racing? It wasn't even that long ago, was it?
So it is. It got it. It's at 55%. Over half the people. Ended up 54%. Hover Force at 24. Locomotion Blockade Runner didn't even matter. But yeah, so 54% stadium mud buggies. So let me see if I can go this.
Auto
So this
racing was March 13th.
Wow, it was that long ago. Still in my head.
All right, I must
You
have the
had time
wrong
to recoup.
controller. Oh man, look, I'm already climbing back up. Which way do I go? I don't know. Am I forwards, backwards? Oh man, Jeff, you are gonna. I tell you what, am I going backward? I'm thinking I'm going backwards up the hill. It doesn't matter because you can just spin your car around. I think maybe it's this way. Nope. I don't know. Will you be able to figure it out? I don't know.
Can you
Oh,
crash?
wow, this is fun. What I like to do is just spin in place to where it's like it's a free for all. You don't know which way you're going to come out. There it is. Yeah, this is fun, boy. I tell you, if there was the
There's
best,
the 9.
and it's fast. Look how fast I'm going with this hill climb or whatever you want to call it. Am I even going the right way? Is it going to tell me? Probably not. Whoops! Oh. I must be going the wrong way. but I can't tell because the controls are so awesome. I must be going the wrong way. This can't be real. Here we go. It must be like this. Must be the way I'm supposed to. Whoop, nope. This is just one silly game. Yeah, wow. This is going to be a silly, fun. I cannot wait to see Jeff play this. That's basically why we're doing this.
What if I end up loving this game?
Never take this out of the box, let alone.
You might, Jeff.
It doesn't look like you crashed, though, do you? You just kind of hit and bounce?
Oh, it'll be frustrating enough. Or you just do this. You kind of just spin, and then you don't know which orientation you are. Like, is it the front of the car, the back of the car? Is that reverse? Am I climbing? Am I going back? It doesn't tell you. You go play this for an hour and not even realize you're on the right course.
Yeah, TJ said you have to go in the direction of the wind. Maybe that's where the.
Well, what I like to do is ride it up on I spin up the side of the mountain. So I'm riding with the wind. Oh, there we go. Forgot. I don't know which way I'm going.
Oh, what?
Wow, this is fun. I wish I could show more, but it is absolutely terrible. Oh, and my thing reset. My Intellivision reset because it knew that it was a bad game, so it just automatically said, no thanks, that's enough of that. The flags are going the wrong way. There he goes. There's. What are you playing with? Two? Are you playing two players? What's going on? What's with this?
The computer. That's me and Papa Pete.
Yeah.
So you can race a computer. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
So I was going the right way. So it's like a hill climb.
Part of it.
Yeah. So. Mud buggies. You can change stadium mud buggies into a Marble Madness clone.
Actually,
pretty much, except with slower trucks. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to like this one. I've never liked it. Does it have a score or time? It's actually a good question. Well, it's got to have something. Yeah. We will find out.
That's what I'm trying to see.
I think it just has time, but I don't even know.
Girlfriend says you play video games.
Why can't you go
I told her to escape from you.
I like this. The cars can't even get up the hill.
I'm wiggling it back and forth. It started going.
Oh, it's like it really looks like they're driving backwards. It looks like a pickup truck where you're driving the bed backwards. Or is it a sports car with the long nose in the front? But then sometimes it's just nobody knows. Yeah, they got the blue box one. I kind of wanted to collect all their blue boxes. I've only collected Super Pro Hockey or Slapshot, which is Super Pro Hockey.
I'm trying to think of which ones they have out now that I don't have. This one, I don't have Stadium Mud Buggies. And
King of the Mountains one.
Party Time, is it? This one called Party Time.
Party Line. It's got three different ones. It's got like Space Cadet and I may be saying that wrong. Hard Hat and one of the other ones. I can't remember. Okay,
There's
so you do have
green.
four.
So there's a time.
And a score.
There's a time and a score. So we going by I'm guessing we'll go by time again.
I don't know. I'm the red.
Yeah, I guess we'll go by time. Makes sense. I think, unless we figure out the scores, but I don't. I mean, if we're trying to do a race, Since when does wind direction dictate the direction of an auto race? Well, guys, NASCAR has to run opposite direction in Daytona. Okay, that's kind of funny. Have you tried Only Up? It's on Steam for $6. No, I haven't tried that. How do you get a penalty? There's a lot of things we're gonna have to learn on this game. I'll tell you that. With that being said, I do got to take off. I have a house guest here, so I am going to end the stream. But before I go, I want to mention. Well, I'll let Jeff mention it because he's going to be YouTuber of the year, and he's got a big job ahead of him if he wins.
Yeah, go to Real Bit Wars on YouTube. Click on the YouTuber of the month for July, and just write in comments. I vote for GoGameGo. There's four other YouTube channels up for it. Wednesday, I mean, I'm not sure what we're doing Wednesday. I mean, we'll be on definitely. It'll most likely be an open chat. I'm not really sure what we're doing yet. But tomorrow I have a video out. I play Pac-Man for the Atari for the very first time in my life, so that'll be interesting. And I broke my little spoiler. I broke my.
I saw that. I was like, no, the Retron. How
Yes.
long have you had the Retron 77 control? Like,
it's been years, but I really have only been playing it a lot the last, say, year and a half.
It still works though.
It
the
does
balloon
still work.
blowout. That's right. It has the balloon blowout.
Yeah, if you watch the short I did on it, you can see it still works even without the stick.
Sore thumb?
I only did it enough for the short. But yeah, that's what's going on here. So go vote. Vote early, vote often.
Use
That's
your
awesome.
alt accounts.
Yeah, as they do. Oh, they're good at that. 100 votes in, only 19 watching. Pete, what do you got coming up?
Tomorrow night is a big night. We're going to have a live stream at 8 o'clock Eastern. It's going to be a tribute to Intelligent Vision. I'm going to be playing Intelligent Vision games throughout the night. And hopefully Dave Harley stops into the chat. And I'll be talking with him in the future, hopefully, again, maybe on an episode, as some of his titles are coming out this summer. Thing a little bit further down the road, but it's a good night for that tomorrow night. We're going to go back at the Atari versus Intellivision. We still got a couple more nights of that to go, too. But we're just spacing them out a little bit. We've had a great time with that the last couple of weeks, eh, Jeff?
Yeah, those are fun. I love the idea of seeing both games on the screen at the same time.
Yeah,
I like that.
It's very unique.
But I thought I'd take a break from it and go and take a look at some Intelligent Vision games. And let me tell you, that's just, I guess you really can't see it, but a little cheat sheet.
Oh,
That's
wow.
a lot of
Yeah,
games.
a lot
that
of
they
games,
have
yeah.
on the system. So there's lots to be played, and there's going to be more than one night dedicated to Intelligent Vision.
So you'll be playing the Ms. Pac-Man game then. That's a
there.
fair.
Well, maybe.
Oh yeah, this is just night one, right?
This is just night one because, like, I counted. I have 27 of their games, and I'm not going to be playing 27 different games. So no, but that would be great, guys. If you join in, that would come on in and take a look. Maybe there's a few games there that you haven't seen that you'll be able to check out and pick up from the ROMs vault. So, and other than that,
awesome.
I think I'm going to sit back and, other than a Stadium Mud Buggies episode this week, I'm going to work on just one other thing for the rest of the week after that. So we'll go from there.
Yeah. Casey, which I saw you had some a nice unboxing video. What else you got going?
I'm actually starting to do some videos now. I'm going to use all those items that I unboxed. I already have 6 or 7 new things for the next unboxing video. And I'm going to do a reaction video to what I send TJ right after we're done here, which that's guaranteed hilarious with TJ. And then I'm going to play some Mud Buggies.
Boy, I wish I could say the same. Darn, I wish I could play it right now, too.
Hasselhoff wants to know what I'm showing. It's a catalog for Intelligent Vision, like the old catalogs.
Very cool.
Right on.
Yeah, I have for tomorrow around 9:45 or so, I am going to be doing my buddy Andy's coming in, and we're going to be doing the hockey that was voted on. I believe it's going to be I'm hoping the Super Pro hockey. ROM that I just got, and then I got. We're also going to do some bowling as well. Well, we'll see how far we get with the hockey and bowling. If we have time, we may dabble in some other stuff, but we're definitely going to be doing some 2-player sports. I want to try to get that in once a week or once every. We did it last month, I think, or end of last month. So I want to kind of do that again. It was really fun doing live 2-player stuff. It's kind of rare you get someone to come into and play old Intellivision games 2-player. So yeah. We did a baseball one, like I said, a couple weeks ago, and it was really fun. And so we'll be doing that again. But bowling was one we used to play a lot of. But even to get into some of there's so many great, as we know, like football and hockey. But the hockey was voted on next, so we're gonna be playing that next. And then Wednesday, Amico Forever will be back. There's so much stuff going on, so many birthdays, so many things I've been hosting, and family get-togethers and other stuff that have kind of. And then other guys, there's a lot of them are either on vacation or have to take some days off or not available. So we kind of had to go a couple of weeks with no show, but we'll be back and back to talk some more Intellivision Amico stuff. And then after that, Thursdays, if Panda Sub will join me, I am hopefully having Wolfenstein 3D on the 3DO Thursdays. So that's my weekly docket so far. What's Casey's holding another? That must be another game.
That's for Hasselhoff.
Ah.
At least you can see it.
But anyways, thanks everyone. We will see you next week for not motocross. Well, I don't even have it, so I can't hold it up. But Stadium Mud Buggy. No Casey's got it. No Pete's got it. And I'm sure after this, Jeff will be going out to get the box copy no matter what the price. Oh, World Series Major League Baseball. That's pretty awesome.
That's a long one.
No. Oh, Super Series Big League.
Joey was asking.
Wait, what's the difference between the two? There's 2 different versions?
A whole bunch of money?
Oh, it was just the license, so it's the same thing. Okay.
Yeah, the Super Series is very rare.
Well, it's funny because I have World Championship Baseball, Big League Baseball, and and Major League Baseball.
Yeah.
And they're all the same, pretty much the same game.
More or less, yeah. That one's totally different again, but those 2 are the same.
Yeah. That is awesome. Yeah, 3DO Thursdays. I'm trying to bring back. I was just running out of games, but I remembered that I do have a burned copy of Wolfenstein. So we're gonna do that just to do it. I mean, worst case scenario, I have Soccer Kid as well. I don't think that's enough to do an episode, but if it's enough to make you guys laugh at me and Panda, then we'll do it. So we might have a couple more after that. I do need to get back to collecting on 3DO. I'm just literally ran out of games. But anyways, guys, we'll see you next week for the infamous Stadium Mud Buggies. So get ready to mud bog.
Jeff, one last time, what do you think about Stadium Mud Buggies being next week's game?
Well, I'm looking forward to it, Pete. I look forward to this opportunity, and I hope we all love it.
That's the attitude. Take care, everyone.